Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. You know, I really need to change this title because I don't want to start getting trolled by MGTOWers. If you're a MGTOW person, I just want to point something out to you. There's two things. Today I listened to someone called the Angry MGTOW, and he was trying to do like a preacher and raise his voice and he was speaking out against. You guys always speak out against women. Just can't remember what he's talking about. I don't even remember the fucking title. Fuck. White women going to black men. It wasn't on the subject of that, really. The little bit I listened to was on just angry rants against white women because they don't like him. So I was watching this one chick who actually supports MGTOW, and she's also a Trumper. I actually posted a couple of videos on my forum, so I found out she's a Trumper. Now, I did talk to a black Trumper, asked him, why he voted for Trump. And I realized that these black Trumpers, they take racism with a grain of salt. They're not invested in it. Whereas I lived through it, experienced it, saw it on TV when I was growing up. So that's why I invest more into it. And I couldn't vote for Trump because the racists voted for him. Even though I'm a businessman myself. So I got a new understanding. People who don't, I guess the racism really haven't touched them, and they don't invest a lot into it, and that's how they're able to get away with voting for Trump. I listened to what this chick said. She said, number one, can't remember her points. She had a bunch of points. I just can't remember the first one. I know number two was because he writes his own speech. I Googled it. He actually has speech writers. I already knew that. So she was wrong with that one. Number one was because he was... she never votes for Democrats. Yeah. She never votes for Democrats. She always votes Republican. So that's her MO. No matter who the Republican person is, she doesn't vote for him. She didn't like Obama. I believe she's also married to a black man. Because she has... Hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm doing a video.
Do you want me to stop and get your prescriptions, or did you get it?
No, stop and get it.
Okay.
Okay, and check the text message in a minute. Check your text in a few minutes.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So, I was looking for, why do people like Trump? A lot of them are turning against him now. But, why couldn't they see through the okie doke? And I get it. But I have a little more invested into racism. And, of course, being a teacher, teaching African history, of course I'm going to, I can't side with that shit. When I'm directly and violently opposed to racism. So, and like the brother told me, no matter who's in charge, I'm still gonna get mine. Yeah, me too. I'll still, train white folks in my offline business, so it doesn't affect me. But what it does affect me is what's happening in the school system, like with the little elementary school kids. Of course, guys know I did pay attention after Trump got in office, and America just went apeshit crazy. So anyways, let me show you this video I'm talking about. Al Bundy realized that gays are actually gay MGTOW. And one dude down here says, straight MGTOW could use a gay partner. Just no sex or touching. He's a special roommate with separate beds and all the spoiled benefits. LOL. No. See, that's part of the homosexual agenda, fellas. I stopped watching Al Bundy for the same episode they posted. He was... I'll see if I can show you some of the footage. This guy here thinks Peggy is going out with his husband. They started that shit back in the 90s. Okay? And then he comes in and he's telling how much he does for Al. Like he cooks steak for him. Al's holding his stomach. And it goes down to, he likes sports and he cooks for him, he cleans. And then Al says, I love you. I never finished that episode. I stopped watching it. I always watch this on Sundays with my kids. And I got up and walked out of the room. And then I also came in and lectured my kids on the homosexual agenda. So there he is now cooking for him. That's Al, that's all he cares about. So I've never seen this whole episode here. And I didn't see the last season. Or parts of the last season. So there he is, and he wants to sit next to me. See, what you don't realize is the homosexual agenda. They now have to have, I believe it was 3% homosexual content in every movie that goes out into the public. That's the TV shows, movies, stuff like that. Okay? That's why in the Power Rangers, they made one of the girls gay. And they talked about it for a moment. I almost turned it off then. But I said, okay, they're done talking. And they didn't bring it up again. So they got their little 3% thing. Or whatever percentage it was. So the gay element is represented within the Power Rangers. And they made the Asian guy, actually liking her. A couple of fucked up things in there that I didn't care for. They made the black dude a nerd. But hey, I guess somebody's got to be a nerd. But that's the recent stuff they've been doing. As I point out to you, they make the black guys the nerds. They have a white guy come up and punk him out. Take his shit and smash it in his face. And of course he's goofy and nerdy. But hey, I'll take it. At least they're recognizing black intelligence. I don't give a fuck. But I still finished the movie, basically. So, the MGTOWs, I warned you guys about this shit. I told you they're homosexuals within this community. They're hunting you guys. They're looking for ones that are really desperate just for some love in their lives. This shit started back in the early 2000s, 2006. Some dude on So Suave posted a photo of a transsexual that looked just like a woman. A pretty woman, I'll admit. But Brazilian thing. And I tried to explain to them that, this dude is going to want some comfort himself after you get through butt slamming him. He's going to want, some payback. I didn't understand the community. I didn't know about tops and bottoms back then so much. But some of those transsexuals go both ways. They want some butt to slam too. But either way, the homosexuality is spreading through everything. It's reaching into MGTOW. I call this gay. I don't know who put this up here. Okay. Monk. MGTOW Monk. I call this leading into homosexuality. Al Bundy realized gays are actually gay MGTOW. That's giving props to homosexuality. Do you guys see that? So the MGTOWs should actually take a look at this dude. See if he puts a little bit of homosexuality in all of his stuff. As I point out, we already have one dude suggesting whoever this guy is. So be careful. Be very careful of these people. And watch out for homosexual agendas, there, fellas. Because they're out there. They're hunting you. If you got issues with women, you're desperate, they're going to find you. And they're going to approach you. Just like the racists. I did an expose on how they're pretending to be black people and invading black online stuff. I'm suspect of any motherfucker with good grammar. That's one of the ways I always could spot them, is their grammar. Not that blacks can't have good grammar, but we don't normally do that. So when I see someone who says slightly racial stuff slanted in the wrong direction, and I see good grammar, and then they're supporting a white guy who is a racist, I know that's an undercover white dude. Okay? All right, let's go on. Simply Deep, what's good? Nothing much, man. All right, I'm going to finish off the show. Just want to warn you guys to be careful out there. Watch who you talk to on these websites. MGTOW has now been invaded with homosexual ideology. So it's not the same as it was at one time. I guess they're mad at feminism, and they're pissed off with what happens to men after they divorce women. And they're mad at the dating scene because if they're unattractive, they're mad because women don't like them. If they don't have any swag, they're mad because women don't like them. Parts of Big Towel I can agree with. There are issues when you like divorce your wife or you split up with your wife. There are issues there that need to be worked on if there is a good father present. And there are, the guys, I guess, who are the good dads are the ones who are angry about it, so they join MGTOW. And then the guys whose ex-girlfriends dump them because they took off their mask and they reverted back to their old AFC self, and the woman got even with them by fucking their best friends or dumping them. I guess they have some issues too. I can't side with that though. But I do give understanding to the fellows who have been burned in these marriage deals. But whatever. I believe in solving your problems, fixing your shit, and getting out there and working hard in the game. How about you?